Good morning, Stitch Roadies. Well, today is the day of reckoning. It is where I share my kitted items. So I'm not doing any haul, although I don't have any, and not talking about finishes or whips. This episode is totally about the kitted items. And I am just going to say right up front, don't judge me. Because when and if there is another pandemic, I'm ready. I am ready. So without further ado, let me share what I have kitted. Now, some of these have the fabric but not the floss, or the floss but not the fabric. There is a whole lot of floss in these kitted items that's why I think I need to stop kitting things up, because I can't start a project unless I have all the pieces. And so I know that I have a lot of duplicate floss. I just know I have a lot of duplicate floss, and some of it is hidden in the kitted items. But I am going to share them with you anyway. So get yourself something to drink and get your notebook out, because you're going to want to go shop for some of these. And I am sorry, but I take my job as an enabler quite seriously. The first and latest kitted up item was one that I showed you already, but now it is kitted up. And I'm going to start this this week sometime. And this is a free chart, so all I have is the chart. And it's the Blackbird chart. And I found a piece of linen in my ever-growing pile. And it's it's kind of a blue with a hint of gray in it. And it's called Snow Days. Oh, no wonder it's so pretty. It's by Luminous Fiber Arts, Snow Days. And the whole thing is stitched in 310. I have so much 310 around, let me tell you. Now, as we go through these, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are in project bags. So these kitted items already are in project bags, and I'm not going to pull out the fabrics and the floss. I am just going to show you the charts so that you can decide on that. So let me keep this card out. We have a Christmas stocking. This is by Shepherd's Bush, and it's called Parker's Stocking. Of course, this someday will be Silas's stocking. I might have to start this in Jolly July. That might be a great Jolly July. And I have all of the fabric, the floss, the needle, the little charms that go on it. So this thing is totally ready to go. And then next is the Heartstring Samplery. It's Whip It Good. Whip It Good. And it was a PDF download. And I'm going to change it. After I saw 2 Martini Stitches, I think she was the one that started it. You know, I'm a pattern follower, and so I got the appropriate fabric and stuff, but when I got that piece of amaryllis from, I'm hoping, I think it will probably be large enough, from Fortnite Fabrics, that red, that color, I decided, I think I've already got the trees going on this big honking piece of blue that maybe I'm over, and it's with white floss also, so maybe I'm kind of over the blue for now. I made a working copy of this, but it is, oh, I got my floss is actually, it's a Prairie Schooler, Bump in the Night, and actually I'm only doing this side of it. I'm not doing the whole thing. And I think because when I saw someone either on the internet or someplace who had only done the one side, and then my friend sent me this fabulous fabric for it. So I am going to just do that one side. There we go. So this was a Mania start that didn't actually get done, it didn't make the Mania cut after I had a meltdown. So it's back in the Kitted Up. And this is A Sheltering Tree by All Through the Night. Bonnie Sullivan, she's also a quilter. It's a gorgeous chart. Kitted items. I may not count these up because I may not want to know how many kitted items I have. And remember, this is a judge-free zone. So you can comment all you want about which ones you love, but I don't want any comments that say, "Oh my God, are you crazy, girl?" Yeah, no. And then when I was going through a pile of magazines that I have up in the beehive, I had, for a year, I had subscribed to Punch Needles and Primitive Stitcher magazine. It's so weird because I didn't consider myself a cross stitcher per se, or a and I don't do punch needle. So, but I guess I had dreams, and so I subscribed to it for a year. And so I was going through the pile to see, you know, what I might like to keep, and I saw this beautiful chart. It's a Christmas chart with a robin, and it's just so beautiful. And it was in the Christmas Winter Mega Issue 2016. And so I decided I wanted to do that. So that is kitted up. And that maybe I should put the ones that might be a Jolly July, since that is coming up. And then there is the download I bought from Madame Chantilly, 4th of July. This was a PDF download, all ready to go. In my fabulous ... goose bag. And then you all know this one. It's all ready to go. Yeah. This does have to be a sooner than later. This has to be a sooner than later. Oh, shoot. Oh, you gotta love things that make you laugh. Okay. Maybe I won't have to take all of these out. This one is by Brenda Gervais, and it is Coffee First. Coffee First. Plum Street Sampler, Buzz Off. I think my girlfriend Sandy is doing this one right now. And as you know, this fell off the Mania wagon because of the wrong fabric, but I love this one. And so, although I don't have the right fabric yet, I'm thinking, but I'm ready to go on that one. I have all of a beautiful share by one of my many virtual friends. Love that. Another share. Thinking of Leanne and Barb. Stacy Nash Primitives, Country Sampler, Redbud Cottage Pin Keep. Very sweet, very sweet. Beth Twist, Heartstring Sampler. What can I say? Kind words never die. Yeah, that's it. That's absolutely a mantra I live by. I bought this one because it made me think of maybe an anniversary start for G and I. Your Heart and My Heart Are Very Old Friends by Brenda Gervais. I just love that. Maybe I'll start that on our anniversary. I think this year might be our 43rd. Yeah, 43rd. Plum Street Sampler, Rack Stack. And you know, I just loved it. It's just, because we got a whole bunch of racks around here who eat my garden. And I know someone asked about this chart, and so here it is. It's by the Drawn Thread, and it is called Chillin'. And I had to get it because it just cracked me up. Because, you know, he looks so chill. Get that skeleton just hanging by the Drawn Thread. And it's called Chillin'. What can I say? Lindy Stitches. It was the shoes. The shoes that got me. I mean, I need those shoes. And then, I gotta keep the floss in there. The owl, you know, the primitive hair, the owl. Yeah. I'm gonna have to start this sooner than later. I just feel it in my bones. Some of these are fairly old, but not, you know, not yet. There's some old ones in here. Okay. Everything Paris, Everything Red. Sue Hillis, you gotta love that. You could take any of those motifs out and use them as individuals. There's a little needle book. Oh my God, there's nothing not to love about this. Absolutely nothing not to love. Little kit that I bought from Stitchville. Oh, this might have to be a Jolly July. It has everything in it. It's a tiny little kit. Isn't that cute? Snow treats. I'm going to put that over here. Oh, this definitely has to be a Jolly July, because this is that funny story where I bought all of that silk and had no idea back then. I had no idea the price difference between silk and other flosses, nor when I bought the silk. I was not only shocked when I paid for it and got it home, but I didn't know what it was for. And then I showed all of those silks, and someone out there, thank you, knew exactly what project it was for. I still can't get over that. And I know many of you have already done this, or there was a Sal, but I'm going to definitely have to start this. And that's Home for the Holidays. You know, it's a blackbird design, and it's that one right there. Oh my gosh. And I've not stitched with silk, so there we go. I'm going to put that aside. I may have too many starts for Jolly July. Holy moly. Oh, I know, this is getting old for you, right? Right, me squealing and going, oh, I love this one, but I love this one. Look at his sweet face. Oh, that's a Teresa Kogut, you know? Yep, Styling Snowman. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just going to put that one over here too. Well, I can tell I like Teresa Kogut because here we have Honey and Wool Farm. Just a sweet chart. Just a sweet chart. Oh, here's another one that could be for Jolly July. I love this. I love that Santa. You know, I just love the way he looks. He's got a job to do, and he carries his purse. Death by Candy Corn. Death by Candy Corn. So cute. The Blue Flower. Quilting Bee. What's not to love about that one? Want to see it again? Quilting Bee. This is an old one that I found in my stash, and I know a couple of my friends have this done, but isn't that sampler cute? Elizabeth's Needlework, the Antique Bee Sampler. This one, I believe, at this point in time, I mean, look at the amount of floss in there. Look at the amount of floss. I think this is going to be my 2020 birthday start, so hopefully I'll be starting this in October. Hawk Run. And I'm going to personalize it to my family. We are a seafaring family. And it's the shores of Hawk Run Hollow, and I definitely have to personalize this to my mom and dad. Yeah, most definitely. I'm going to have to personalize this. Okay, and then the Scarlet House, A Perfect World. Just ponder that for a moment. What would it look like, a perfect world? In a perfect world, you would find me here with birds and the flowers and the dogs and the deer. That's here. That's where I live, in a perfect world. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, Scarlet House. Yeah. This is a whole lot of floss in there. and a big piece of linen, but it's the 12, you know, the 12 berries of Christmas. And I have all 12 berries, and this was gifted to me by Sue, whose sister Kathy passed away and used to own a cross-stitch shop and was a prolific cross-stitcher. This is an old one, a cricket collection, Winter Cabin. That's because on my life list I have the desire to have a cabin. It was on my life list. I don't know how I'll make that happen. Maybe if I move, I'll build me a she shed, just like Christy of JavaGirls, but I'll make it a log cabin. Oh my gosh, what a brilliant idea. And this one, kind of repetition, and this one, and this one, and this one. Well, let me tell you, I saw this like over 2 years ago when I was at the Attic in Mesa, Arizona, and I saw the charted sample, and it was drop dead gorgeous, just drop dead gorgeous, but they had no charts. The designer, they had sold out of the charts and they had no more. But then when I went back this last year, they had them, and so I grabbed me one. And it's the diligent. In all things, be exceedingly diligent. And oh my gosh, it's a big honking thing, but I loved everything about it. I loved everything about it. Oh my gosh. Is that not awesome? Yeah, I loved everything about this. I've got a big old honking piece of fabric and all of the floss. This one goes way back. Before I was really a cross-stitcher, you know, I was more of a quilter than a cross-stitcher. Now I could say half and half. But this is what it came with. And I was all about this because I use this thread for my wool stitching. The Valdani. Oh, and look at that. That's just as pretty as any box of chocolates. Yes. So what is the chart? Quakers and Quilts. Rosewood Manor. See, now I recognize that name from watching Floss Tubes and having cross-stitch friends, but isn't that something? Oh my gosh, yeah. So you see, I'm prepared for the next shelter in place. I am not going to be panicky looking for toilet paper or floss. I am going to be ready, because here is the last kitted item. And it is by the Primitive Hare. Be Queen of the Needles. It's a needle book. I mean, really. And look at the inside. I mean, the pages inside. Is that not amazing? Yeah. So there's quite a pile here of kitted items. That does not include, and I will never go through, the items that are on that side in a bucket. And that is all the charts I have. I need to get stitching, don't I? I need to get stitching. Yeah, I think so. I think so. And I know that I'm going to do that new Teresa Kogut, This Land I Love. That's a big thing. Crazy, crazy. So that's it. That's my sharing for today. I hope you saw something you had to have. I love being an enabler. Take care. Keep your spirits up. Look to the future, and we'll be stitching together again.